Yes, welcome back to ASEAN Vision Show with our second break here. Today we have Associate Professor ศิริพันธ์ ซาสัตย์ สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Well, please tell our audience back home to know a little bit about yourself first before we interview.
Right. Thanks very much for inviting me to be here today.
Yes.
I'm a lecturer at Faculty of Nursing, Chulalongkorn University. I teach on gerontological nursing, which is teaching students about how to take care of older people. Actually, I have a nursing background, and my bachelor degree is in nursing and midwifery, and I got scholarship to get study in the UK. I did my master degree in care of older people and my PhD in nursing study in gerontology. So basically, my degree is about caring for older people.
Wow, that's very impressive background.
Thank you.
You sound very educated and intelligent. I'm a little bit nervous by myself. Okay, let's start with the first question. What is suitable age to be considered as older people?
There are many. There are two kinds of age that we consider to be older person. If you stay in the high-income country, they use 65 years old to define you as an older person. But in low-income country or middle-income country, such as Thailand, we use 60 years old. The reason why, because of most of advanced country, they have higher life expectancy, such as more than 80 years old, while in our country, the life expectancy lower than that. We got probably track back in 50 years ago. Our life expectancy only 59 years old. But in 2015, our life expectancy had been increased for male is about 72 years old, and for the female a little bit higher, 79 years old. So female tend to live longer than male.
So my wife would be live longer than mine. Okay. Okay. Let's say next question. In your opinion, the older people society in Thailand, were there many differences for overseas older people?
Yes, I've been observing of the way of life of people in the overseas and in Thailand. One thing that quite I noticed that self-care, people in the overseas, they tend to help themselves very much. Everything they do, they have to do by themselves. While in Thailand, if you ignore them, if you're not helping them, you will be blamed by the society as well as all the people that do not care or to help.
Based on our Thai religion too, yes?
Right? Yes, sorry, yes, based on our culture. Yes. Because in our culture, we have to respect the person who older than you. I think it is even more if that person are your parents or your grandparents, so you have to pay them respect and you have to help them whatever you can do. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Well, that will bring us to the third question. Well, in the current day, with older people today, the way we're taking care of them, we're going effective to bring them to a better quality of life.
Yes. This one. All academic and the government have been discussed about financial situations, because we grow old before we get rich.
True, that's very true. That's happened to me right now, yes.
That's why when we grow old, we have a few money, money in your pocket.
Yes.
And you cannot expect what you have to pay in your future. Yes. You don't know whether you will be bedridden at the end or not.
Yes.
And who is going to take care of you.
Yes.
So actually for the dependent, there are three types that cause you dependent on others, just as physical dependent. If you have some limitations on your body function, you got stroke, you got hemiplegia or something like that, you can't move by yourself, so you need a lot of care on that. and you need people around you to taking care of you. So what would happen if you have no family, if you don't have any family relative or friends nearby? The second one is for the psychological dependent. Because most of older person, they after retire, they stay at home. Most of them probably not have activity much to do outside. It was said that while you're working, if you keep on working to do some recreation, to do many sorts of things, so after you are retired, you still keep doing things. But if while you're working age, you just focus on your work, you don't care anything outside, so when you retire, you get more depressed because you will be by your own, and so feel lonely, and you don't have friends around. The third one is financial dependent. In the old days, most of older people have very less money, less education, so they earn less money than younger in this day. Especially for older women, before you're just taking care and to become a housewife, taking care of children, taking care of the family, while the husband might go out to work or working with the government. So they got pension, while women doesn't have any pension. So older women tend to get poorer than
and only rely on their husband.
Yes. That's right, that's right. So what we can help them, so we need to pay more attention on this, why they're dependent. So if they have financial dependent, this day the government try to establish older person fund.
Yes.
By accumulate some money from part from older person themselves, another part from the government.
Yes.
So when you after you retire, you get pension. It's no matter you work with the government or not. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is an income security.
Well, that will improve social security quite a lot.
That's right.
Yes.
And also for health security, we have national health security.
Yes.
Because we have 30 baht scheme. And for older person, they have a gold card. The gold card that you can get receive health care for free. So this thing is help older people a lot, that they feel more secure when they grow old.
They know what will happen to them. I mean, they have some sort of guarantee of their own life.
That's right.
That's very wonderful.
But there is still another thing that is still not secure. When they got bedridden, who is going to take care of them?
Yes.
We're still lacking of long-term care security.
Yes.
In some country, they have long-term care program or long-term care plan that people might contribute some money to get into the funding. So when you, by the time that you grow old, you cannot help yourself, this funding might help you to hire somebody to taking care of you at home. So if sometimes you cannot help yourself at all, you may move to nursing home. So this fund will help that one. So we will feel more secure. So this time, at the moment, we secure about social security or financing. We will secure about our acute illness. We can go to the hospital. But once you got chronic illnesses, you've been ill at home and you cannot move. So long-term care plan
will come handy for them in the end.
Will help. Yes,
okay.
This one.
Well, since we ran out of time here before we go, do you have any wishes to our older people society before we go?
Yes, one very important thing is about attitudes toward older person. A lot of time we treat older person as a children. You said, oh, it's so cute. Yeah, this older woman is so cute. If we treat them like a children, and it's the way we treat them, they will lose their self-esteem.
Yes.
If we think that they are too stubborn, they're not cooperate, we might end up with fighting each other. But if we respect them, we try to understand them, why they behave that way. So the caring will be peacefully and happily.
So now I hope the audience know the benefit of understanding and a lot of communication to our older parents at home. And since we ran out of time here, I would like people at home to watching us again. and thank you for today and I have to say สวัสดีครับอาจารย์
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ครับ
thank you